G'day YouTube people. Today we're going to have a look at some good news, and this is about an improvement in filtered permeability in Shenton Park on the safe active street that's under construction. So those two arrows show the start and finish point, goes along Evan Street and Keightley Road between Kings Park and the railway station. The two spots we're going to look at are on Keightley Road. And the issue here is when I had a look at these a couple of weeks ago, these gaps that they'd put in weren't very good. Now they've been significantly widened, and the reason those traffic cones there is that the signs that tell drivers to go around the corner haven't been shifted or cut back. So it'd be, if the cones weren't there, it'd be possible to bash your elbow or your shoulder or something on that sign if you went through there at speed or without looking. So I've got to say kudos to Subiaco Council for fixing this fairly quickly. I went out and had a look at this site with a member of WestCycle and someone from a government agency, and they took some measurements and then went back to the council and said, hey, this isn't right, this is too narrow, doesn't meet the standards, needs fixing. And pretty quickly it was done. So this is what it was like back on the 25th of September, a month ago. And you can see that gap there is pretty narrow. It was about 90 centimetres, and I think the standard is 1 metre. And by putting that U-rail in the middle, that really made it awkward to get through this gap. And obviously they need to put a U-rail in there for people that have mobility issues. Think pensioners that might need to lean on a rail as they're crossing the road because they've got issues with their hips, knees, ankles, lungs, whatever. So yes, but they need to be there, but you need to make the gap wide enough so cyclists on cargo bikes or with trailers or on tricycles can get through there without smashing into the rail or hitting the curb. So anyway, like I said, this was just some quick action by WestCycle, talking to the council and the funding agency, probably most importantly, and got this sorted out. Now, do I actually like the solution that the council's come up with here with this bit of filtered permeability? I've got to say, no, not really. Okay, look, it works, but I've seen better examples, particularly out towards Scarborough. There's another safe active street out there. It's a very long street that goes from the beach into crikey, almost Herdsman Lake. Here's a couple of examples that they've put in. I think this is heaps better. Just so much. It's nicer to look at. It's easier to use. It flows better. Yes, you can even go down the wrong side of it if you're a muppet. But you know, I'll take this as a win. You know, let's not make the perfect be the enemy of the good. So like I said, thumbs up Subiaco Council. Thanks for responding. This is much better.